Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out Infinite Chaos from Algorithm Project. It seems like it's by Ominous as well. So I'm excited to check this out. I am not familiar too much with Algorithm Project. I know DeCapo and Orion, and I kind of know that they're like a VTuber company, but I don't know too much outside of that. So I'm still kind of new to the whole, company and everything. But I'm ready to jump on in. I'm excited to see what the song is like. So let's check it out in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, one sec. Uh, in case you do have epilepsy or you're any type of photosensitivity, please do be careful. Oh, is this like a new group? Oh. Okay, so it looks like we're going with a very like dark, almost like dystopian lyrics, and then we have a very, very positive choral atmosphere towards it. We're going a really positive with the vocal demeanor, really negative with the lyricism. But I like how we're mixing it. We've got this interesting placement of our bass tonalities in the song. All right. I really like those really soft choral tones in the back of the mix that they're super up high, really high in pitch, and they're just backing just enough of the song, and it sounds really nice. I actually really, really like how those choral tones are mixed in. All right. Ooh, nice. I have to say, this is one of the most unique mixes I've heard, because the instrumentation itself isn't like too crazy necessarily, but the reverberation and the effects on it, I mean, it feels so surreal with how it's mixed, because there's so much priority on that reverberation of the sound. And I like how we're transitioning on those choral, interjections. We've got the strings picking up, and we're going more orchestral with that choral backing, sort of taking center stage. I do think it should be mixed a little higher, but I still like where it is. And also seems like we used a really, really quiet distortion guitar as well. It's coming up a little bit now. Ooh. Super, super solid. I actually really, really like how we focus on that string for the introduction of that softer, more melodic vocal. I mean, we were already pretty melodic, but still, like, this is a very, very, focused vocal, and we go all in on the strings here. I like that. That's a little weird. Ooh, nice. That was some really solid high notes there. Nice. I'm not sure what. Please let me know what language this is. Because the way the lyrics, or it's just the vocals are pronounced, it's a very unique, because it focuses, or not necessarily focuses, but it emphasizes those reverberating effects on the instrumentation, because we have these sort of quick, it feels like we're really ending our lyrics on those M's and the ums, and it really focuses the effect of those vowels. The vowels in the lyrics stand out so much, and the way we hold them out, it emphasizes those reverberating effects we get in the instrumentation. So when we put it all together in the mix, you get this a very surreal, majestic, grand feeling to the entire song without having to really add a whole lot outside of, an effect and a vocal. And it's really, really nicely mixed. I actually really like that effect that we're getting from that combination of sound. And when she shoots up high with it, it works so well. Ooh, nice. 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 Ooh, going into a blast beat? Nice. I like that. We got it switched into like an almost, like, I want to say like thrash metal, but it's not quite, because I feel like we kind of have these like thrash metal aesthetics with the, like, for example, the blast beat and the way we kind of support that beat as it speeds up and it goes into just the tempo and the intensity of the song. But I feel like the vocals almost like pull it away from that. Especially on these interjections. It feels like a cheer rather than a chant, It feels like we're lifting the mood every time we get these interjections, even though they're literally chanting about like a war, death. But it still feels so light and cheerful that it's like, it feels a little bit off. I love the intensity on these vocals here, though, because it feels like he's spitting onto the mic, like quite literally the way he enunciates and the way he expels his air. It sounds like he's literally like spitting onto the mic, which he probably is a bit, but still, I like the way the words just come out when he's just going through, especially with the high tempo as well. Because getting that much enunciation and that much emphasis with the high tempo, it's very satisfying to hear. Going into the scream. The scream was a little bit lackluster, I'm going to admit. Okay, so we're introducing these little digital interjections with a little bit of like a stutter effect, and it's just, the digital touches to it. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they were chanting the four horsemen of death, if I remember that right. Yeah, like the four horsemen. And so I'm trying to, get a bit of a grasp for what the song is about. So it's Infinite Chaos is the name of the song. So, maybe I shouldn't be going for too much of a grasp on what the song is about, because it might just kind of be about that. It just might be about, like, chaos in general. But I do like the way we're transitioning in between segments, because the transitions feel very, very smooth. Even before, with that, on that scene where she throws the apple and we go into the high tempo blast beat, that was beautiful. I loved the orchestral lift, these high pitches, and then we swoop down low into this high velocity blast beat, thrash metal-esque, and then we introduce these lifts for interjections to go into a digital transition for this segment now. And it's very, very smooth. I love the transitions for this composition here. Oh, I was not expecting this. Okay, so we're getting like a nasally vocalist, and then we've completely switched up the tempo. Now we've got this little like dance beat. That was a good stutter effect. Nice! That is really, really cool. I like the way we added a little bit of dissonance on the digital harmonization there. That was really, really nice to add that uneasiness, add that, that displeasure into the mix. That was really, really solid. Ooh, a lift. Nice. Okay, so on the first lift at the beginning, you know, we had the string focus with the high pitch on the vocals. Now we've got this focus on our more ambient tones. We've got this bell for percussive element on the high on the treble tonality, really. So now we're still covering our mix with the low vocalist, but our instrumentation is taking the high road and well, the higher tonalities, and our vocals is taking the lower, versus before when we had the vocalist taking the higher tonalities. Ooh, that is some beautiful vocal layering. Oh, nice. That is nice. That is my favorite part of the song. That is beautiful. Nice, beautiful sustain, low growl, super abdominal. Oh, that was beautiful. That was awesome. I love that. That was the best part of the song so far. That was awesome. Oh my god, I love that. Listen to that bass pulse, instrumental cutout, whisper vocals into a growl. That was beautiful. Nice. And the way we sustain it, we let it descend into the instrumentation where the guitar picks up where it left off. That's beautiful. Whoa, okay, so we're going for direct contrast all the way up. You know, we have our vocal backing still, covering those midtones, but we're going all the way on the main vocal, all the way to those higher pitches. This is really awesome, actually. You know, I was a little bit unsure when I heard the very cheerful chants for the Four Horsemen, but that is really beautiful. Okay. Nice. Okay, that I like switching between the main vocalists, and they all sound beautiful. They all sound amazing. Ooh, nice harmonization. Nice. Nice, the classic lift there, the dun dun dun. That's classic. I mean, that's your J-pop not J-pop, J-rock anthem right there. The dun dun dun. That was nice. That right there, the dun 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 dun. That's something you hear a lot in like anime openings. I know this isn't J-rock, but it's just the style of it right here for this part. Definitely reminds me of like an anime opening right there. Before, it was super unique. This is why I actually appreciate this part, because if this was the entire song, I'd be like, okay, it's nice, but it's just kind of J-rock. But we got a super unique composition, and then we're kind of bringing it all together for this classic, warm, familiar touch that still feels grand and majestic all the same. Nice. Those bells are paying off for just the grand feeling to the mix. Nice. This is really awesome. Oh wow, that's pretty. That's some pretty awesome animation. Ooh, nice. I like that lift we got on the last part. Right there, you got a little lift there, and then we go to the choral interjections. Nice. Super, super solid. That was awesome. Is this live? Is there a debut? Is there a debut right now? Okay, so this is a new group. This is a new group under algorithm. And it seems like it's a 4-person group, so I'm not sure who that 5th person at the end of the song was. Maybe that's that looks like the profile for algorithm project. So maybe that's just like a oh no, I'll have to learn more about algorithm project to understand maybe that MV. But from just a perspective of the song, that was really really awesome. I'm a huge fan. That was one of the best group songs I think you could have for a debut. I mean, you got so much variety in there. You got to focus on all the vocalists. I mean, everyone did great. I have to say, this guy right here, it seems Arc Channel, he took, I mean, I think he got the best part right here. That, I mean, the variety in the song, I mean, it was beautiful. I think as far as like a debut song for a VTuber group goes, I think that has to be like ideal, right? I mean, you can't get a whole lot better than that, I don't think, because you get so much variety, you get so much vocal focus, you get everyone together, everyone takes their own vocal lines, they do it all together, we get some harmonizations, we have a couple pairings. I mean, you even get animations for each person, and you know, it goes into their lore, it goes into their, you know, just their aesthetic as a character. You know, it looks awesome. It sounds awesome. It's, I mean, but my only complaint, if I had to give one, is the the dorky chants for the 4 horsemen. That was I have to admit that was a little that was a little I feel tone deaf for the atmosphere of the song. like that is, if you want to create a chant of like motivation and like inspiration and hope, you know, to fight against all these things, that is not where you put those those demeanors. You know, you don't put those demeanors on the chant to introduce the opposition. You put those demeanors in the response to the chant. You still want the aggression when you're introducing what you're like against, right? So when you're putting the opposition, you're putting the conflict, you're introducing the conflict, the opposing force against what you're singing as, right? You don't want to introduce that with the demeanor of, with the really like the demeanor you have towards it, right? You want to introduce it as what it is. So when you're chanting these things, war, death, famine, pestilence, you don't want to make that cheerful. You want that to be intense and foreboding. And then you introduce the hope and the inspiration, the motivation, the determination. You introduce that after that chant in response to it. That would be my only complaint, the only thing I'd really change, per se. But aside from that, I mean, everything was mixed beautifully. I had no complaints on the mix. The vocals were stellar. I absolutely love the vocals. The instrumentation was super, super cool. I mean, and the animation was awesome as well. So yeah, no complaints from me on any of those things. I absolutely love this. So yeah, thank you for introducing me to Algorithm Project. I'm gonna have to check out more from them and, you know, see what they're all about. My only exposure before this has really been with Ryan and their group song and DeCapo when he collaborated with Unnamed for that auto cover. So, you know, I'm still pretty new to this company. I've been learning about Nijisanji, been learning about Hololive, and it looks like now we're going to be learning about Algorithm Project as well. So thank you very much for recommending that I check out Algorithm Project, and thank you very much for watching. As always, feel free to recommend more in the comments below. Aside from that, if you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe if you would like to. And aside from that, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much.